On to the next attempt.
Etheria.
Right, let's not mess up the positioning. Mostly be exact positioning to get it to hit the or to prevent the archers from shooting at the blockade while also stopping while also being able to hit the goblins with pulse beam. This might not be completely reliable. The most important thing is making sure they both hit the goblin though. It great clicked there on instinct, but I'm using it. It's effectively a hunter's weapon and not an apprentice weapon. Instead of auto-charging, it just tried to reload. Beam damage. Physical beam here. Physical beam here. The last man of oof, I guess a grin. Oh gosh, that reloads so slowly. Okay, and ideally I don't need to do anything. Just go ahead and start building. More beam damage. Build on this side. I think you made that middle one a little crooked. At least should put up the physical beam before jumping down. Oh well. Here. And open the chests. Holy shit, is equips those gloves instead of storing them. Really cool beam up here. Our beam damage. Rate this. And full upgrade balls. It is punchy. Time to upgrade my replace my reflection beams. Come on. Placement is kind of awkward. There we are. And upgrade these. And nothing should be getting past those. I had him open these. Oh, and it looks like ads are starting in a few minutes. I was trying to minimize archers shooting at me, but and I guess that worked out fine. Alright. Integrate. I can take a closer look at the items I have. I just find it good. Then. And none of these seem immediately helpful. Not sure that time spent doing that is going to end up mattering, but Right. 45 seconds until ads. And guessing the wave is going to be over by then. And as full. Best enemies are coming out. Okay. Wave ends just in time for ads, so I will take my break and be back in a few minutes. Sorry, my phone fell from the stand I have it on. Not a phone stand, so it doesn't sit very well, but anyway, I am back. Time to let's look through these items and get to foundries and forges. Welcome back, thank you. That is the Radin. Yes, we'll see. My earlier attempt ended up failing because I didn't have enough hero health, and I just got taken out by Dark Elf warriors. But that last attempt failed because I put too much into hero stats and my proton beams weren't doing enough damage, so guess I'm gonna have to figure that one out. You're at the right balance. Right, are any of these... This thing seems good. This has higher damage but slower charge speed, and of course fewer upgrades and no additional projectiles. But even if I'm not playing for scaling, it might not be as good. Great. And for stats, there's reason to keep that locked. And this gives decent stats. They're more focused on hero stats than tower stats. I mean, he cooks that. Honestly, I should probably just ignore tower range. It obviously helps my SAM units, but I don't think they've generally been hurting for range. They seem to have high enough base range on their own. It's probably not a worthwhile investment. Alright. Seems to be a pretty good weapon. Yeah, hopefully I'm able to make good use of it. Did I lose while you were getting food? Yeah, my proton beams weren't doing enough damage, so the wolves ended up running through them and damaging the crystal. Just straight up destroying the crystal, I should say. Physical beam Shira. Welcome, Ichika. It's a translation device. Does that work with my speech or just for text? I'd imagine speech to text translation isn't the best. But thank you for coming in at least. And this weapon is putting in some good work, I think. Need more mana. Oh, some down here. Guess I just didn't pick that up when I was down there. The chances worked fine on this side. Sure, let's put more points in power stats. If they get enough weapon, I shouldn't even need points in hero damage. I'm so worried about neglecting it just because of the wyverns. Look like there's any more mana hiding around. Probably try to and I guess that works for avoiding the archers. fences are holding up sign. Get some more beams up. For selection beams while enemies are coming. I am just glad I didn't hit the crystal. Okay, let's try to extract these. There we are. The rest of the beams up. I just need the last two. One here. Found one. Yeah. Make sure I pick these up. Upgrading these. Might pick up those items, but the padding seemed to work well. Maybe not the best spot to upgrade. And it worked out fine. I was able to finish it in time. Let's put some points in hero damage. I don't think I want to overdo it. I'm really not sure what the balance is. I think that might just be something I'm gonna have to get a seal for. I almost forgot these. It does mean I don't start on an end, but that's fine. I almost just ran into that. But I didn't, so that's good at least. Especially gonna have to remember to upgrade my physical beams between waves. They don't go down. Come on. I think it's really just the kobolds and the ogre that are threatening. Everything else seems to be going down without much issue. Reflection beams aren't taking that much damage. We don't get blown up. Yeah, the archers and orcs are only getting in a hit at most. Yeah, forget the right thing, please. Let's put a few points in casting rate. Just to make sure I can outdamage the ogres. Shouldn't need more than 5. Five points and air damage and turtle health are probably also a good idea. I don't think I need any points in tower range at all. Probably don't need any in speed. Did I not upgrade all my blockades? I don't think I did. Hang on. Did I even upgrade the middle one? Can't actually tell. I don't think I did. There you are. I can upgrade this. And just focus on the ogres. Okay. There's only a one ogre on this map. My Balkans are taking a bit of a beating just from the kobolds. but then upgrade it again just in case. Ogre's coming to the side this time. Come on, let me target the blockade. Repaying its damage just fine. No more kobolds to worry about. And that is Foundries and Forges done. Again. Definitely need more points in tower health. Do I even need that many? It has higher priorities. Thinking 10 on each health stat. Well, I don't know. I think my SAM units were also taking quite a beating from the wyverns. Let's do it this way. Linked. We still have plenty of points in tower health. I have just a little bit more hero health to help with the wyverns. I somehow missed a chest. There we are. Okay, did I get any better weapons? I guess is the main question. I don't think the one I have is really lacking, though. Oh, look like anything better. Okay, how about stats? These are particularly standing out to me. This one gives good stats, I think. Go ahead and lock these. Ensure armor. Really should focus on tower stats. A mistake was not doing that last time. These seem pretty good. Oh wow, the boots I had on were terrible. -6 to casting rate isn't great, but I probably don't have to worry about that. Okay, the helmet I have on also isn't great. Can't get a set bonus. I'm just focusing on tower stats. I guess I just stick with this one that I have on. Right, and no item. Go ahead and upgrade this. Not sure. I guess that's all I can upgrade for now. Base damage isn't as high as the other one got. They still have a lot of upgrades to go. As long as it can hold the Wyrens off this wave. Or this map. It should be in good shape. Put 3 physical beams and 2 proton beams up on this first wave. That seems a bit... It's a little bit far forward, actually. And hopefully I didn't waste too much time. I think I kinda did. This beam is a little far forward. Yes, my projectiles missed there. Don't know what that orc is doing. Seems like sometimes the AI gets weird around proton beams. It seems like the long distance damage on this isn't nearly as good as the other weapon I had last time. Welcome, Ryoba. Missing a missing a proton beam on that side. Did I put up a second one but not a third? That doesn't seem like something I would have done. Let's say ran out of mana or something. Yeah, so don't hit, don't get hit. Let my defenses take care of this. Go ahead and open the chests. Pick up the items. Get up my reflection beams. Start on the sides and then do the middle. The sides need them more. That's all already level 20. And let's get the sand units before the buff beams. Just because the sand units are a bit expensive in terms of mana, and the wyverns are about to show up. I thought about playing Dungeon Defenders too. I mean, I've played some Dungeon Defenders too. I played when it was first released in open beta, but I just don't think it's as fun as the original. I think it's specifically, at least the early game's designed to be played in a specific way that I don't really want to play it in. Alright, gonna upgrade my SAM units before anything else, I think. Make sure the wyverns aren't immune to Sire. They are not. Crap. This one is. Okay. I've been dealt with that one already. They're not quite as safely as I would have liked. Bring multiple fire wyverns would have caused me issues. Yes, I preferred the original to the sequel, but you've been having a lot of fun with it. I'm glad you're having fun with it at least. I just have a hard time playing it without wishing I was playing the original instead. It's hard for me to actually enjoy playing it. Dude, what do I need more points in? One here, one here. I think I need more points in beam damage. Once again, that's what it was lacking last time. Those are upgraded, and I can focus on the buff beam. I probably shouldn't bother with this side buff beams. Middle is more important. Okay, 4 wyverns per side. That one is fire immune, that one is not. Okay, that one's taken out. Okay, it's 3 fire immune wyvern that are coming out at once, which is not good. Okay, they're all taken out. 10 units are alive. They still did not take damage. But ended up working out well, even though it was a little scary. Couldn't upgrade this again. Upgrade the proton beams. That's like huge for the bless. Used to No Life, the original on Xbox 360. That's what I originally played it on as well. But I think the Xbox version is just missing a lot compared to PC. And has been for a long time. I should probably make sure these same units are repaired, just in case. On between waves I can get all my physical beams and the side proton beams upgraded. Just to keep them from going down. I don't think the reflection beams are in any danger. Doesn't seem like the physical beams are either. It'd be better to upgrade them anyway. Well, they're fine. Yes, focus my upgrades on the middle. Yeah, again, 8 per side. I believe it's meant to be 1, then 4, then 3. Electric, neutral. Hopefully, I'll get a bunch of Sarmian wyverns coming out at once again. There's one on this side. And just 3 per side. I'm in here. Okay, that's all the wyverns. I can have to deal with any more of those until Olive Quit, which is where I died before. Okay. Sure. Let's upgrade the reflection beam. Okay, hopefully... Yeah, the ogre's just dying. It's not even attacking the physical beam because it's distracted by the SAM units. As it's really good. Well, I guess quarters, I think. Okay, putting some points in Hero House and Tower House. And now I need to focus more points in power damage. Hopefully I get good equipment for that. If goes return bits a good luck, thank you. Hope you have a good night. Great, let's see what I'm working with. I'm guessing none of these weapons are going to be worth using. I can probably get away with just sticking to one I have for quite a while. I don't think any of these are better than the one I have. I just need one for stats. I have right now gives +9 to tower stats, but if I ignore power range, it's just +6. If something can give a bigger bonus than that, it'd be great. These I can't use. We finally get a good helmet. That's pretty good, I think. Better than what I'm using, at least. If I ignore the tower range, this one is probably better. Just focusing on the stats that I'm going to need for a alchemical laboratory. Range is gonna be useless. That's pretty good. The negative poison resistance might hurt me with future ogres, but I don't even have to deal with one of those again until much later. Also, this is gonna be much better. Okay, what do I have for boots? Boots are pretty decent. Yes! Or even better, though. And the physical damage resistance penalty is rough. And has better tower stats, which is the most important thing. I think better hero stats, it's just their resistances. And even then, it's not a net positive. Alright. Let's get more upgrades in my weapon, I think. One more upgrade and I get it at max projectiles. Only one came in short of that. Oh, welcome, Knoxville. UI of this game reminds you so much of early 2000s PC games. It's from 2010. You're not that far off. I think it suits the game. Alright. Well, hopefully my proton beams can actually deal enough damage now. Right, I don't need them here yet. Are we winning? I think this run is going well so far. Even having 3 fire immune wyverns thrown at me at once, I was able to handle it without issue. I'm worried about my tower damage not being high enough to deal with the kobolds here. Her damage is good, I think. Hopefully it's at least good enough. Because it works. Doesn't actually look like it is. Kind of cutting it close though. Oh, let me... all the enemies left in the ways are up here. It's pretty borderline. I think it just depends on the passing. Let me more points in there, get my buff beams up. It's kind of like a tower defense. Yeah, it's basically a tower defense crossed with an action RPG. Well, looks like ads are starting again in a few minutes. Seems like it hasn't even been that long since last time. It really already been an hour. Apparently it has. It's not just my ads being weird. Okay, get my buff beams up right here. And hopefully with the buff beams, my defenses can handle the enemies on their own. Seemed fine so far, at least. Yeah, I kind of messed up my controls a little there. I tried to cancel the button to get out of the way of the archer. But it finished before I canceled it, so I ended up doing my ground pound instead. Okay, let's get these upgraded. Upgrading everything to level 1 might be better than investing everything into the bust beams. I'm going to take my break before starting this next wave, though. Okay. As I'm starting taking my break, I'll be back in just a few minutes. Alright, I'm back. Hopefully my beams are able to deal with the kobolds on their own. If they can't, then I am not in a good spot. Okay, looks like they are. That's the important thing. That orc is being my physical beam. Go ahead and read these. Just hope keep my physical beam safe for now. Welcome back, thank you. I think I'm gonna keep maxing out the defenses here just to be safe, and then start creating other spots. Now that I think about it, when are mages turning up? Is that next wave? Or the wave after? Guess mages from this side could potentially threaten my physical being there. Okay, not this wave. Next wave then. Keep putting points in power damage. Definitely the most important stat right now. May not actually be true. Hero health might be more important. Okay, these are all maxed out. Let me upgrade my weapon really quick. Yeah, no enough mana. Guess that makes sense because I've been picking up equipment instead of letting it sell. Not get blown up. That beam's maxed out. Okay, let myself get it. That's my experience boost. Once I finish upgrading these, I should probably focus on the backside. There you are. It's level 2. Level 2. Put more points in tower damage. Yeah, let's go ahead and just get everything up to level 1. Don't think these need repairs at the moment. Okay, that's level 1 on everything. To open the chests now. Not gonna worry about the equipment. Finish upgrading these buff beams. Okay, let's not instinctively restart time looking up or picking up items. No, I need to do that right now. Gonna let myself get hit. Just get hit again. I wanted to upgrade. There we are. My silical beam went down. That's experience I'm missing out on. I go ahead and max that out. I think these level 2. I get everything level 2. I can just go ahead and repair, I think. Some place I have. I need to get everything else to level 3. Everything that needs to be maxed out is. Or yes. That's everything I heard already. Nothing else to do but upgrade them. Hopefully this boss fight goes well. Even if it doesn't, I do have a backup plan. Which I may or may not remember from last time. That one's still up. And I'm good. Okay. Did you just get one shot by that fireball? Alright. Hopefully this works again. While it doesn't die while the boss is in the air. Okay. Us is standing on the beams. I think it's dying faster than last time. And it's happening with that kobold. Actually kind of has me concerned because it didn't look like it was getting hit by the proton beams. Even if it was blocked by the boss. Okay, it's syncing fine now. Boss is done. Soul Focuser, that's the bad weapon, I think. Okay, I'm gonna put these points in my health stats. Take a pause of equipment to look at. I think I need more hero health. It seems to be a main concern right now. I think I'm just gonna dump all my points into it between waves. Or between maps. And during maps, I can just points in tower damage. Everything else, I think, is basically where I need it to be. At least unlock that for now. doubt any of these weapons are going to be better than what I'm using. One I have now started with 33 damage, I believe. 33 physical damage base. This one might actually end up being better for wyverns, but well, maybe not. I at least don't think it's worth investing mana into. And for tower stats, guess I should consider hero health as well. Into one aim. Yeah, this seems better, yeah. Not by much. It's slightly better. And this seems good. Your damage penalty isn't great, but I think it's probably better. Well, Focuser is the... yeah, it's the Huntress one. Be nice if I actually got a staff drop. But maybe I'll get a spare actuator. We'll see. Okay, this seems really good. The only downside is the poison damage resistance. Okay, so... yeah, that's not gonna be as good. I think the big penalty to my decoy ability is part of what allows this chest piece to have such high stats otherwise, and the hero decoy really isn't that important. Yeah, this seems significantly better. Yeah, this has really good power stats and a bunch of hero health. The only real downside is the physical damage resistance, but it's probably worth it. Wow, this thing's terrible. Big penalties to some of the most important stats. Boots I'm using right now still aren't all that great. And then Gargoyle's bracers are pretty decent. The hero damage penalty is not great, but I definitely think it's worth using. I'm actually considering taking another guy's boots just to get rid of the big negative to physical resistance. Like, this isn't even much worse in terms of stats, and the resistances help a lot. This would be good for hero stats, but the tower stats are significantly worse. Because again, I don't really care about tower range. Plus the resistances aren't even that good. It's like the resistances are just bad. Where does that put me in terms of stats? Hero damage isn't great. But other than that, I think my stats are looking good. I didn't sell everything. As well. Read my staff again. It's max projectiles. I keep upgrading it. I can probably keep using it until level 60. Sure. Right. I am basically out of time at this point, though. I'm going to pause here. Going ahead and resuming my run from last time. Goes here's fine. You need more mana though. Few beans here. Put them over here. Once again out of mana. I really should be passing this more efficiently so I can actually get these beams up in an efficient manner. I need to see how the art comes out. Yeah, I can't wait neither. Which is a problem considering I kind of need to wait for the art to actually be done. Alright, only getting topside beams down. Can I let myself get hit already? It has been a while, so I'm gonna have to get used to doing this again. Yeah. This will get shot from up here. I did open the chest in time. I watched this latest Bird 2 announcement video. I did not. But I did hear that it has built-in multiplayer, which is cool. It means it's actually going to be designed for multiplayer and I don't have to worry about the multiplayer mod, or I shouldn't have opened that yet. Are people not wanting to play the board game? Despite the board game actually being designed for multiplayer. Yes, that's fine. Don't want to spoil anything. And it's not like you're gonna spoil the plot of the game or anything, are you? I doubt it's going to be story-based to begin with. It'll probably have some lore. Some expanded lore. Which I do think the lore is somewhat interesting in the way, you know, are slowly fed the lore throughout the game. That being said, there are absolutely other games with more fleshed out lore and stories. Right, I need to focus on beam damage and hero health, I think. To make sure that my beams are able to handle the ogres, and that I'm able to survive long enough to take care of the wyverns. Unfortunately, Series EB is very squishy. I'm not someone who particularly cares if you spoil something like what characters are going to be in the game. Not really a narrative-based game. Insect is back. I didn't see that. I came across a Twitter post about... It was by someone who did some of the animations for the game, showing off some of them, and I saw that Defect was back from that. Which is nice since I think I've mentioned before that Defect is my favorite. I can put a buff being here because I think it's necessary. Actually, it's 2 defense units I don't really know what to do with. Let's just issue something. I don't know. I think that tends to be the area that gets overrun because of the mages. Welcome, Greece. Yeah, originally all I heard about was them adding... Okay, why is this not letting me target the Trochon beams? Was Ironclad and Silent. That was a while ago. I don't think I need to put too much effort into this map. I usually struggle with it. Yeah, having that beam there to catch some of the mages hanging back is definitely going to help. And upgrade these to level 2. Not really spending mana all that quickly, or at least I wasn't. And like when you saw us celebrating our boy being back. Sure, let's just keep putting it into tower damage. Whatever I get from this way, if I can put in hero health. I do really need better resistances, I think. That's something I should start considering when choosing my hero. Then upgrade these. In this again, I guess. Yeah. Being anywhere is in danger of going down. I can just avoid healing or taking damage to the XP boost. I think it's getting the kobolds too, which is nice. There are mages fighting elsewhere though. Doesn't look like they're able to do much. Got bored and walked into the beam. This one just got bored. Welcome, Juge. At 16 points in hero health. My hero health is at 54. Yet I'm barely over 1,000. That's kind of pathetic. So thank you for 7 months of subscribing, No Pie. Welcome in, Hello June. You know, I titled this stream that Series EV is made of aluminum foil. And that just made me think of how weird the history of the name of aluminum is. Because originally it was called alumium without an N. But then they added an N for some unknown reason. But then it didn't end in IUM anymore, so then it ended up getting changed to aluminium in some parts of the world. Instead of removing the extra N and going back to aluminum. Which I think is a bit weird. This Illumian is a perfectly good name, isn't it? How language evolves? I guess so. If we just keep adding a bunch of N's and I's, then eventually we'll get something absurd like aluminium or whatever. Anyway, I should actually pay attention to what I'm doing. I definitely need tower stats. I think last attempt I made the mistake of not focusing enough on that. That's, I guess, slightly better in tower stats. Much better resistances aside from electric. Your stats are not as great. Yeah, let's use it. Oh yeah, I guess my internet is really bad right now. Is that why it kept disconnecting from Astral Party? Always annoying when that happens. But yeah, that would explain the choppiness earlier. Can I add 7 TV to my channel? What is 7 TV? I'm also not sure how much of this is actually going through. Apparently my dropped frames are at 17%, over 17%. Which is kind of absurd. Am I back? I don't know. According to my OBS, my stream is live, it's just laggy. Not really sure how to fix that. Fortunately, not as good on tower stats. Is seeing me super delayed? Just asked what 7 TV is. Welcome back, thank you. OBS still says my internet is bad. You shout to Twitch streamer doesn't know 7 TV. Well, if you haven't noticed, read this message. You'll tell me the delay. I've had really bad delay before, but yeah, I don't exactly pay a lot of attention to things like social media or what other people are doing in general, really. I just kind of do my own thing. That's significantly worse than tower stats, unfortunately. Not seeing much I can do for upgrades. Well, this barely gives me anything in tower stats. How did I end up with this equipped? Do I really just not have anything better? Over 1 minute delay, that's rough. It says my drop frames are now at 22%. Welcome, Philly. It's not a baseline tool. I still have no idea what it does because nobody has said anything about it. This will reduce my resistances, but oh, the -7 to casting rate is rough. I don't know, my options here are not looking great in general. Oh, these are a lot better, actually. Aside from the flaming resistance. I am probably going to be taking a lot of damage from lightning attacks. which isn't ideal, but you'd recommend a full restart on OBS and PC? Well, I think the problem is my internet, not my computer. It looks like my OBS connection is fixed now, so hopefully it stays that way. And it's back in the yellow. Oh well. At least it's not in the red anymore. I think I've pretty much gone through everything except weapons though. This gives better stats. Go ahead and unlock that. That's similar. Unlock that too. I'll try refreshing again. Hopefully that helps. Wait. Catch you back up to... Oh, it's back in the red. Never mind. Yeah, I think I may need to contact my ISP. These are slightly better stats, I think. Not much better, but... Don't give anything. Alright. Could be... good for the next map now. I do need to remember what my build was though. Imagine all the monstrosity I can add to my emote pool and be able to add to my emotes. Oh, that sounds like something that people who put their chat up on stream use, which I'd be hesitant to do for a number of reasons. Alright. 57 hero health puts me slightly over 1200. Negative 24% lightning damage resistance is rough. Alright. He's gonna have to send it, I think. Yeah, what was my build plan for this? Thank you, fight you. Just stick with 2 proton beams. A physical beam and a reflection beam. Do I even need to do it that way? You know what? I'm gonna try something. May or may not work out, but we'll see. Why is it always Ironman challenge and never Spider-Man challenge? I don't know why it's called that. I haven't really bothered looking into the origin of the name. I'd say Series EV is putting the iron in Iron Man, but as I've already mentioned, it's more like aluminum. I am kind of winging this, so hopefully it works out. Apparently it has to do with Hawaii. The Ironman Triathlon was originally named the Hawaiian Ironman as a nod to a local runner in Hawaii. And for this incredibly demanding workout, and nicknamed Iron Man. Interesting. And Quaco, welcome PB. Alright. Take these out. I am just barely keeping this crystal full HP. Okay, third one here and here. At least 20%. My friend. I will go with three proton beams. And really give myself a whole lot of space here. A physical beam. And a reflection beam. The same thing over here. Wave is starting. Oh, we don't need to put up the auctions yet. Keep an eye on it though. It does leave me short. On defense units, kinda. Okay, let me... just put up some extra reflection beams just in case. Make sure I'm picking up these items. Upgrade these proton beams. Did upgrade all the proton beams. Great, pick these up. Pick these up. Read these. Oops. Not mean to do that. It's down to quite my level up. I guess we don't really need to do that yet. Watch for Dark Elf Warriors. I forget which wave those start to spawn on. But I think the only dangerous wave is going to be the final one. Which stream was kind of laggy, but on YouTube it's working perfectly fine. Not sure why that would be. I have it set to stream the same to both. They must just have a better connection there. I think Twitch would have a problem with me streaming higher quality to YouTube, but I don't stream higher quality to YouTube. It should be the same quality. I don't think I would get bumped for that. The question is, did I put these points into hero health or power damage? It's kind of in the middle of the wave. I think hero health is what I need most right now. Come on. Already has a lot of power damage. It seems to be sufficient dealing with most enemies. You're not taking too much damage from the Dark Elf Warriors, which is good news. Wait, actually, leave me alone, please. Thank you. I'll make sure you open this. It should be all my proton beams up to level 2. Go ahead and get these up to level 3 for the ogre. And another thing I did forget to mention, Also figured out how to lip sync my model with my microphone. So hopefully my mouth movements is working properly, or working better than before. Need to worry about picking up the equipment right now. Upgrade this. Now I think I need to start upgrading these blockades. If these warriors will let me. Who's coming to this side? That upgrade in to refill my mana. Keep the blockade alive. Keep myself alive. Blockade is folding up, it seems. Get more mana. And it's already pretty much sold, but there's nothing else to do. Factory. And that is upgrading. There we are. Where's this other enemy that's alive? Oh. There's a mage that just walked into the beams. And up next is the Hall of Core. Yeah, let's try to get my health at like 2,000, I think. That way it shouldn't be super squishy. Yeah, I am about to have to deal with more wyverns. Make sure my... Should I make sure my weapon is maxed? I could... Yeah, I think I'm just going to stick with this weapon and upgrade it. I don't think I need a new one. Go ahead and unlock these. It's like my internet is still a bit unstable. Connection keeps fluctuating between green, yellow, and red. What level am I right now? 41, okay. Could have 0 issues. It's not being able to build SAM units. And I said before, I think the new level requirement for it is only really relevant for Magus quarters. Not seeing any equipment that's standing out to me. I know this is going to be as good. And this shows better resistances in hero stats, but each power stats are a bit of a downgrade. Something to keep in mind is this upcoming boss does deal lightning damage. This actually seems a little better than what I'm using right now. So it does hurt my lightning damage resistance, which again is in a really bad spot right now. I'm not sure how to feel about these. Better resistances overall. And I don't think it's worth it. Power range isn't super important for me, but I still don't want to nerf it a lot. Because I still want to be able to deal with wyverns with my SAM units. And I have not been investing in that at all. I think you remember my setup for this map, so yeah. I think these are going to help with my stats too much. This was very similar hero stats. Probably not as good. I think I just need to stick with what I have now. Okay. I think I was actually using 4-length proton beams with no blockades in the upper section. It'd be... It's a start. Control with... Why? Four... Flora. That is mana. Yeah, I think I just did 2 at a time before on the first wave, so I wouldn't have to worry about enemies getting through. This looks like ads are starting in a few minutes. We'll probably take my break after this wave. Yeah, I don't have enough mana. Bees. Oops. There's a shive deer. Nothing is into the crystal in the meantime. These did start to slip through though. Am I missing something? No, they're just still spawning. We are fine. We're here. Okay, walk past my beams. We're here. We're here. And sword here. It's like this next wave and the ad breaker gonna start at about the same time. Beams up here. Forecast here. Forecast here. It's really could be spaced a bit better. Let me fix that. There you are. Okay, just starting. I'll be back in a few minutes. Alright, I'm back. Welcome, Freights. Aren't wyverns spawning this wave? I need to check that. Or it's too late. Wait, why isn't it showing up? It's not showing me the enemies spawning. That's really bad, actually. I just forget the hot tea to toggle that. It does look like wyverns are spawning. Get off the crystal. Okay. Let's get SAM units up now. Thanks, get my reselection beams up too. Let's start with physical beams. Just make sure nothing's trying to shoot from the bottom. Welcome back, thank you. Get these up. That's a reflection beam. Make sure my crystal doesn't get shot at from below. I can get my buff beam set up. Isn't exactly what I had in mind, but oh well. More hero health. Leaves me with 2 defense units, which I will put in front of this crystal. There we are. Make sure these items don't get auto-sold. In case I want to use them later. And I need to upgrade as much as I can. I once again did not check wyvern spawns. None of these look fire immune though. It's just the important thing. And upgrade the boss beam. Should be more wyverns spawning this wave though. No way it's the same number as last wave. Is there? Does look like that mage is being kind of annoying. That's as much as I can upgrade the themes though. I just need to start upgrading the protons. These mages are being annoying. And now they're getting bored. The recon beam, or the Will beam shouldn't go down during the waves. There we are. Upgrade the physical beam. Oh, looks like you need to upgrade the reflection beam too. That usually isn't something I need to do. Go and upgrade them on this side. Upgrade my SAM units as well. The lasers are giving you SO2 vibes. I'm not sure what SO2 is. Keep upgrading the crit fun beams. Should be good for the next wave. Still can't check the wyvern spawns. Which is something I'm definitely going to need to fix. Doesn't look like there are any fire immunities. I got chunked. Oh, that's fire immune. I got chunked really bad by that warrior, which tells me I really need more hero health still. Okay, what the heck just hit the crystal? Nothing should have been able to walk past because of the blockades, and nothing should have been able to shoot past because of the reflection beams. Welcome, Ellie Canyon. Yeah. Should not be allowed to just stand there. Already used my weapon this wave, so it's not like I need to save it for any XP bonus. Keep upgrading these. Keep upping my hero health. Don't think I need to upgrade my SAM units right now. Wood and these up to level 2. Maybe should upgrade these as well. Ogre is spawning this wave. Yeah. One with who knows how many wyverns. That looks for it. Auto cells. I need to be picking those up right now. Oh, thank you for the raid, Ali Kiner. I'll give you a shout out when I can. For those who don't know me, I am Gina Pearly, a Eddie VTuber and challenge runner. I am currently doing an Ironman challenge for Dungeon Ascenders, where I'm basically thanks to the campaign on Insane Hardcore, starting completely from scratch, trying not to lose a wave or lose a map or restart anything, not using the tavern at all. doing a group Pokemon Soul Link. Oh crap. I got distracted by chat again. Let's not let the crystal die. That would be very bad. You stop standing there. It's like the wave's almost gone at least. No more wyverns. Okay, that was a bit of a scare. Okay, slash shutout. Are we kind near? There we are. Oh, you were doing 4 different Pokemon Soul Links. Ace Gym. You would battle your partner as your rival. Sounds like you can tie him. Oh, I kinda stopped playing Pokemon pretty much. I think the grinding for levels was just too much for me. And that in combination with technically losing a battle because I thought it was going to be a double instead of a multi-battle. Hundreds of hours into it, did not feel great. And anyway, which region are you doing? Are you doing different regions? I don't think I need a new weapon. I can just take a look at the armor. This, I think, is a little better overall. Can't you first, then moving up? Oh, you're going through all of them. That's gonna take a while. You got wiped immediately. That's unfortunate. I did or tried a Soul Link of Tokyo-MMO. We had one person forget to buy Pokeballs and failed encounters and then lost their starter trying to face the Sandshoe trainer in Brock's gym. The team was better actually. Even without the hero health and the losing the hero health hurts, but I think it's better for my resistances and for my tower stats. It's been an experience. Your team only lost 2, one at Brock and a second because you forgot that meter and killer and double ticked. Yeah, that. You really need to look into what moves a Pokemon can learn. But even then, you'll run into Pokemon with random hidden tower types. I had to be very careful with my Fortress to avoid getting hit by a straight hidden tower fire. Okay, this was better aside from fire resistance. Sure, let's go for it. Fire resistance is going to be pretty important for the boss, but... Or not this upcoming boss, but the final boss, which I'm not going to be using this for anyway. I'm not too concerned about that. You just wanted to pop in and say hey. I appreciate the raid. And thank you for stopping by. I'll have to check out your soul link though. To unlock these. It seems a lot better than what I've been using. I mean, tower stats aren't much better. Your stats and resistances are, though. It says a little better hero stats, but definitely not worth using. Okay, this would give me much better power stats. It'll take a hit to my resistances and my health if I equip it. You're gonna log us. Good luck. Thank you, and have a good night or whatever time it is for you. I am tempted to take this. It may be a bad decision. I'll come back to it, I guess. Minus 15 to casting rate. That is awful. Most of these are pretty bad. I just realized my box is very full. Not sure how to feel about this one. Seems similar to what I'm using now, but probably not worth using. Hey, this has much better tower stats, but other than that, I can't even say much better. The tower stats are a bit better. Hero stats are worse. Resistances are significantly worse. It's going to select the godly items. Might need to go ahead and filter out some of the godly items I know I'm not going to be using. Just to make room in my item box. Okay, why does the game think this is better? And it's similar, but I don't think it's as good. Okay, these are much better tower stats. I do lose quite a bit of hero speed and hero damage. And the resistances are awful. You're gonna have to pass it up. I know focusing on tower stats is generally a good idea, but I also definitely can't neglect my other stats. Considering I can't completely rely on my defenses. Which I guess brings me back to... I think he just sold weapons or something that I potentially could have used. Yeah, that brings me back to this, which I think I'm going to need to pass up. Okay, you know what? Godly items can I go and sell? Anything missing important resistances? I'm absolutely not going to be using. Specifically important resistances for the final boss, which would be physical and fire. Surprising number of these actually do have both. Also, it has my stream connection. As far as I can tell, it's still been inconsistent, but people aren't saying anything about it. Right, I think Chuck's got weapons. I think OBS is still being choppy. Again, I don't think it's a problem with OBS. I think it's a problem with my internet connection. I don't think that's better. None of these are giving much in terms of shower stats. I mean, this is similar, I guess, but I don't think it's worth taking. You need to get me that fiber network. Would be nice. When a stream loses connection, sometimes it just messes up the entire stream and it becomes choppy. Well, that might be the case if my connection still wasn't great, but... or if my connection was better, but... connection still doesn't seem to be great. Is this maybe slightly better? Not really. Alright. The distances no longer look abysmal. They're not very impressive either, but... yeah, really need to be. My hero health is actually above 2,000 now. I should probably be putting more points in my tower damage. Yeah, let's roll on to the strong room. I also forgot to think about my build here. It's 100 defense units. There are 6 small paths and 2 main paths. The small paths can probably be fine with just 2 4-length beams. It should be 8 times 6, 48. It's 52. The 26 per side. And the main paths. $526 per side. Well, Orange need a SAM unit for the wyverns. Plus blockades. Let's position music first. If it's 3DU current blockade. That's another 1DU for the reflection beams. Brings me to do myself on this wave. To be doing alright for now. Crystal's probably getting hit. It already has been. Not a ton of damage, but still not ideal. They not positioning me as the best. Okay. So I should be fine for the small paths. Ancient 19, 22, 23. Doesn't leave enough for a buff beam, so I think I'm gonna have to go without buff beams. Which I guess is fine. Didn't put SAM units up. One here. And one here. I'll take the physical beam. Up here. That should keep it out of range of the ogre. Or out of reach, I guess I should say. I still didn't fix the enemy previewing. I really should have done that before starting this. The cool beam here. I'm gonna have to pause and look at the hotkey for it. It looks like wyverns are spawning. The fire immune ones though. Which is lucky. They heal. Die. I need my Proxon beams. I guess I can position like this. Okay. Let me look this up now. Gen Descenders hot cheese. Where is... It wouldn't be H. I don't think. Where's the enemy preview toggle? I know there is one. Oh, it's 0. I think. No, it's O. There we are. 0 wouldn't make any sense. That's a building hotkey. Yeah, let's just bring my hero health up to 100. 100 points. I need to upgrade all my proton beams. Probably upgrade my sand units as well. Looks like 5 white runes coming from each side. Accidentally canceled that upgrade. Okay, can I learn how to move? That one's not fire. Can't really kill on the other side. This one's fire. Like, all the wirings on the wave come out at once. Oh, the chest set. Oops. Chest open, items pick up. Stop hitting that key, please. Upgrade the proton beams. Keep upgrading on this side. This is the side the boss is coming from. Ogres are also coming down this way. I have a lot I need to keep track of on this class compared to others. Let's keep upgrading these. And my health's up. You don't want to be dying during the boss fight. And then repair everything that needs to be repaired. Probably upgrade blockades once. When I was trying to upgrade, I do also want to upgrade that. An ogre is gonna spawn from each side. So the one from this side is going to be weaker. No fire and main wyverns yet. It's not that side. Then this side. To watch show and more spawn. Flip the wrong side. Others are here. I guess I should focus on the stronger one. My defenses are probably going to be able to take care of the weaker one. Who are wyverns are coming yet? This thing is hanging out off the beams. I'm surprised there aren't any more wyverns. There's only 5 crusade, I think. Go ahead and upgrade this. Upgrade my blockades more. My health up to 100. Got more points in power damage. A bit concerned about this upcoming wave. I didn't upgrade these more. These are all level 3 now. 12 wyverns per side. Just a lot. This one's fiery. They made it. Can you make another champ account? It looks like the ogres aren't really much of a problem because they're aggroing onto the SAM units that aren't in range of hitting them. It's like I positioned the blockades perfectly. And me and Wyvern over here. Warriors are hunting me. It's going surprisingly well. Just let me upgrade the beams, please. Like watching a meteor shower. Run to the computers. Oh, the internet cafe. Let's go ahead and open these chests while I have the chance. We're over here. Right, open this, please. It's attacking my SAM unit. My SAM unit! How dare you? That is an experience bonus lost, which isn't ideal. Try this again. Okay, not sure how much good upgrading my physical beam is going to do. Running out of time. Okay. Boss time. This boss is a bit of a stat check. The defenses on the other side should be fine without me. So I can focus on keeping the boss occupied. Ideally, I keep it standing on the beams like this without shoving my physical beam at all. I need to watch out for kobolds. Of course, the boss's missiles. And it moved my blockade. Chances elsewhere seem to be doing fine. This is half HP. Same units went down. That's a bend of warrior. And I'm dead, that's not good. Now hopefully my beams are able to finish the job. I think I might lose as the goblins got through. I don't think the boss is dying fast enough. The boss is diverting enemies off of the proton beams, which is really bad. Yeah, this is a loss. Oh well. It was a bit close, I think, but me dying there kinda screwed me. Oh well. The question is, now how am I going to get past Maga's quarters with Series EV?